let's go ahead and get started. Pulled some cards from Sandra Ann Taylor's Energy Oracle deck and pulled from a few of Doreen Virtue's decks, her magical messages from the fairies, saints and angels, and the romance angels. I did pray over the cards, shuffled them, and went ahead and laid them out to speed things up in order to expedite the readings for everyone. So the first card we have is Adjacent Possibilities. If you look at the card, there's a number of doors that are open. So I'm getting that for a number of you, you have a lot of unconsidered options right now with regards to your situation. I get that a lot of you are staying stuck in an unhappy place out of, habit. And even some are, out of fear and worry. And some just out of, not considering those options, not even thinking that there is an option for you to get yourself out of it. They're saying for some of you, this is a situation at work. So for some of you, you've had some conflict come up at work. Conflict with coworkers, conflict with your supervisor. And it's really making you doubt even wanting to continue to be employed there, questioning the ethics, morale, and the intentions of your leadership, your supervisors, your peers. And what they're saying is to consider all options, listen to that intuitive guidance that you're getting, because there are a number of options for you. Because I get for those of you in this situation, you're thinking that the only option for you is to leave the company and go get a new job, where they're saying that there are some other options for you. There are ways that you could resolve this conflict. So pray, meditate, listen to that intuitive guidance, the nudges, the signs that you're receiving, because they are working to help you come up with those other ideas that you've not considered, to come up with the best outcome that's suited for you. And for some of you, I get that this is a conflict with your partner. They're saying that there's been an argument over something fairly big, and there's been difficulty coming to a compromise that's mutually beneficial. So you're not agreeing on it. There's a lot of emotions, conflicts, arguments, strife over it. And you're just anxiety. And you're just not coming up with a solution to fix it. So what they're encouraging you to do in May is to just take a deep breath, pray, meditate, and be open to the other ideas and suggestions that they give you, because they will give you those. Now, those may come through signs. Those may come, then the signs may be you overhear a conversation, maybe something in a song. It may be a constant thought that keeps coming to you repeatedly. And that's their sign, their messages that they're giving you to give you that method to fix and resolve everything. So they're encouraging you to listen to that in the month of May, because it will go ahead and resolve the situation, and it will remove your anxiety. Because if you look here, you can see this girl. She's in great discomfort. She's very worried, very stressed out, withdrawn from the world. So I get for a number of you, it's related to these situations at work with your partner, your spouse, your significant other, where you're so worried and stressed, you've just totally withdrawn. And you're stuck because you just don't know what to do. You have no idea where to go from here. And a number of you think that you don't have any options. So what they're encouraging you to do is to find a way to relieve that stress, relieve that anxiety. They are going to help you with that in May, because the thing is, you're spending, I get the number of you, you're spending so much time worrying and fretting and stressing about this situation that you've completely blocked yourself. You've blocked yourself from seeing any ways to resolve the situation. You've emotionally blocked yourself from your partner, to where some of you aren't even talking to them. And what they're saying is for you to ask for their help. They are going to help you come up with creative solutions. They're going to help you come up with ways to relieve your stress, because since you're at such a place of emotional turbulence and stress and anxiety, to stay there, you won't be able to come up with any solutions. You won't be able to get out of that place where you find yourself. And they're trying to help you get out of that. So what they're asking is that you help by getting out of your own way, by letting go of that stress. And if you just can't figure it out, then pray and ask that God and the angels help you let that go, so you can have a more positive outlook, so that they can show you the ways and methods and other opportunities to turn this around and completely shift it in your favor. Now, some of you a lot of this worry and anxiety is actually about your son. So if you can read that card at the bottom, it says, your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Okay, hold on, they're just giving me some more information. Okay. So I get that a number of you are worried about your son, and he's an adult. He's older. You've really been worried about him. You felt that something's wrong. You've been wanting to help and reach out to him, but you don't know how. But you keep having this intuitive nudge and feeling and stuff that keeps coming up, and you're like, okay, do I act on it? Do I check with him? Do I see how things are going? And they're wanting you to know that you can trust that intuitive guidance, that intuitive information that you're getting, to take that action for your son, because you're getting it for a reason. I get for a number of you, your son he's going like through a divorce, a separation from his longtime partner. It's very heartbreaking for him. So he's not been reaching out to you, but you know that there's something going on. So they're encouraging you to listen to that nudge, listen to that information. If you're being encouraged to give him a call, to reach out to him to see how things are going, they're encouraging you to do that, May, because that will be a tremendous help for him as he's going through this. And they're also saying that, they're watching over him as well, and that you can help by, praying and letting go of those worries and concerns for him with prayer. Because you don't want to energetically, because I get, energetically, like, if you're envisioning the worst and thinking the worst, it could impact the outcome for him. So release that, let go, let God, ask that they help him and guide you on what you can do to help him in his situation. And it is going to come out in his favor, what's best for him and her as well. So this row down here is about love. And the first card that we have is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So, we influence the outcome, just like, we were discussing the sun and, your thoughts and your beliefs, how that will impact things. It is true law of attraction. The things that we think and the things that we believe, they do manifest. So I'm getting right now, a number of you are having your love life negatively affected because of your worry, your complaining, your doubt, your negative thinking. So they're encouraging you in the month of May to go ahead and shift your perspective, to shift into a place of optimism, being positive, romantic hopes, trusting, knowing that things are going to turn out for the better. Excuse me. Because you really are impacting your love life. So for those of you that, are in the marriage and it's been or in the long-term relationship that's been very stressed for a long time, I get that you're to the point where you're just so frustrated and wondering, is this ever going to shift and turn around for the better? Am I going to be stuck in this unhappiness, this argumentative state for forever? And that's why you continue to be in that state. So they're encouraging you to shift to your perspective, to be of faith in knowing that, okay, things are turning the corner now. Things are going to get better now. We're going to start to enjoy each other again. That spark's going to be reignited. We're going to be connecting again and loving each other again. Because by shifting that perspective and being positive and optimistic about it, you will notice a shift and a change. And you'll also notice yourself wanting to do things for your partner, because like right now I get a number of you to state you don't want to do anything for them. You don't want to have anything to do with them. You don't want to see them. You don't want to talk to them. You're just over it. So when you shift your perspective and you shift to a more optimistic, positive place, you'll be a little more open to buying them flowers, to taking them out on a date, to doing something kind for them. And it all begins with a shift in your perspective, shifting to something positive. Now, for some of you that are single, same thing. You know, I get the number of you, your thoughts are, okay, I'm never going to meet the one, I'm going to be alone forever, and woe is me, and oh, I'm going to be a crazy cat lady with 60 cats, and oh, this is just horrible. Well, that's what you're energetically drawing into yourself. Same thing. Shift your thoughts. Shift your thoughts to knowing, oh, I am going to meet the perfect partner. I am going to meet my soulmate. I'm going to meet the love bug of my life. And that's what will happen. And for some of you, you know, do a visualization board, do a list, and let go and let God know that it's going to come true. Now, when you do your visualization board, don't go into a ton of detail like this, let go of control issues. You know, when you do your list of, okay, here's the things I desire in a mate. You know, don't go into a ton of detail saying, okay, she's got to be 5'2", she's got to have blonde hair, a double D chest, green eyes, she has to have the voice of an opera singer, she has to have this type of career field. Because what you're doing is you're pushing out the perfect mate, the perfect partner that they have for you. Instead, when you're putting, it's good to put a list together of here's the things that I desire in a mate. But don't get so detailed that perfect divine other half, you know, the best partner for you is blocked out, because that's not the detailed list that you had. So good to have expectations, put a list together. Just don't try to control every little aspect, because then you'll also be blocking yourself from bringing in that mate, that partner that you desire. So they are trying to encourage you to do that in May. So let's see here. The other piece with the letting go of your control issues. I'll raise this up, see if you can read the bottom of it. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. And that's tied for those of you that are trying to control every little aspect. But also for some of you, so, you know, things aren't going so well. And, you know, maybe when he came home from work, he helped you, you know, make dinner for the kids and clean up the house, but he didn't bring you flowers. You wanted him to bring you flowers for the argument that the two of you had the night before. So since he didn't bring you flowers, well, you're furious. So they're saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. He's making an effort. He's trying. It's not exactly what you envisioned, but he's making an effort. So just let the situation unfold and be thankful for the things that he does. And vice versa. You know, if you're a guy and you've had an argument with your lady and she comes home and she does something, it's, you know, be thankful for the things that are being done, and don't let yourself block improving that love, that relationship, that partnership, because it's not exactly how you envisioned. Or for those of you that are single, because it's not the exact person in this uber detail of exactly what you're wanting in the person, because sometimes your prayers are answered differently than we envision. And if we let go of control, we let go and we let God, and we just let it unfold in its divine, perfect way, we will, most of the time, 99.999%, realize it's so much better than what we could have ever envisioned anyhow. So they're encouraging you, May, to let go. And the last card, this is a card I was asking them, you know, how can you improve your love life in the month of May? And the card Move came up. So what they're saying is, in the month of May, you can improve your love life. You can bring that spark back. You can bring that joy, that bliss, that connection back by moving your body, by doing something. Go dancing together. Go and exercise. Go hiking together. Go enjoy the outdoors. Do an outdoor sport. Go play volleyball. Play tennis together. Just go play. Go and have fun together, because that's going to shift your mood. It's going to shift their mood. It's going to get you into more of a positive place, which ultimately will get you in more of an open, loving place where you're receptive to love. You're receptive to that connection. You're receptive to each other, which will help shift things for you. So I do wish you an amazing month. Many thanks to all of you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for all of your comments. I do love reading them and hearing from you.